What's up? Let me ask you a question that most men are too afraid to answer honestly. Have you ever looked in the mirror, truly looked at yourself and realized that you're not the most masculine version of yourself? Have you ever felt like there is a subtle, creeping sense of femininity taking over your body, your posture, and even your mind? And I remember exactly when it hit me. When I was in primary school, transitioning into middle school, I walked in the boys' locker room after the gym class, and I was just a kid trying to fit in. But when I stepped inside, the other guys looked at me, laughed and said,
"What the hell are you doing here, bro? Go to the girls' locker room."
And yeah, maybe they meant it as a joke. Maybe it wasn't that deep to them, but let's be real. Who the hell likes to hear that sentence? No one. It sticks with you, it burns you. And as you grow up, you start to see the reality of the world. Let's speak some harsh truth right now. What women truly want, like, do they really want a feminine man? Deep down, women are biologically wired to desire strength, drive and masculinity. And if you are lacking that edge, if you are struggling with low energy, zero drive, brain fog and a soft physique, it is because of one root cause, which is low testosterone. Your modern environment is actively draining your manhood, but today the bleeding stops. In this video I am going to break down the exact 5 steps you need to take the completely natural skyrocket to your testosterone levels, reclaim your masculine edge and dominate your life. Just raw actionable blueprint steps. Grab a pen, delete the distractions and let's dig deeper. So firstly and first of all, you must restore your nutrition and your 8 hours of sleep. If we don't fix the fuel and the recovery, nothing else matters. Let's start with the nutrition. And look, if you're the type of person who eats fast food multiple times a week, you are absolutely going to hate what I'm about to say, but you must hear it. The fast food and the processed unhealthy garbage you are putting into your body are heavily rich in one specific thing: estrogen. Now, what is this estrogen? Let's do a quick biology lesson. Estrogen is the primary female hormone. In the man, the dominant driver of everything is testosterone. In women, estrogen. Your body needs a tiny balanced amount of estrogen to function, but when you flood in your system with fast food, your estrogen levels spike out of control. And what happens when a man has high estrogen? You start to become more feminine, your body stops building dense muscle and starts storing soft fat. At some point you might even start developing women's breast. I think you can relate to this. Think about when you've gone to the gym or the beach and you saw some guys who have that specific chest shape. It's not the muscle tissue, it's soft, glandular breast tissue. And that is a direct result of hormonal imbalance caused by a terrible diet. A diet consisting of fast food, seed oils and processed chemicals is literally turning off your testosterone engine. If you want to fix this, your diet must change immediately. You should exclude the garbage and include real whole healthy foods. I'm talking about unprocessed meat, beef, chicken, steak, eggs, nature's ultimate multivitamin packed with healthy cholesterol, which is the literal building block of testosterone. Eat real, single ingredient foods. And now let's talk about the 8 hours of sleep. I have talked about sleep in some of my previous videos, but I'm going to repeat it again and again until it clicks in your head. You must prioritize the 8 hours of sleep. You'll hear me talking about this a lot on this channel, and here is why. No human being is biologically stable if they sleep less than 7 hours a night. 7 hours is the absolute bare minimum just to survive. 8 hours is what is highly recommended if you want to thrive, build muscle and optimize your hormones. And I know what some of you are thinking right now.
But bro, I sleep 4 hours a night and I feel perfectly fine. I'm built different.
Bro, believe me, that is a complete lie and you are just telling yourself. You've just been sleep deprived for so long that you forgot what it actually feels like to be fully alive. The moment you fix your sleep schedule, you will start to see the benefits instantly. The constant brain fog that clouds your thinking, gone. The lethargic lazy feeling you have in the afternoon, gone. Even the dark unmotivated cloud that some people like to call depression, which we'll discuss in another video because half the time it's just terrible lifestyle habits. We'll start to lift. And the truth is, you don't sleep how you are supposed to. Millions of men are neglecting their 8 hours of sleep every single night. And look, I'm not judging you. I did the exactly same thing. I used to stay up completely glued to my PC screen playing games until 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. totally destroying my circadian rhythm. And the next day I could feel it deep in my bones. I felt completely drained, empty, and my testosterone was probably in the gutter. If you want to be a masculine man, you have to protect your sleep like your life depends on it. Go to bed, turn off the screens, and get your 8 hours. The second step to raise your testosterone is to do your best to lower your stress levels every single day. Now, why does lowering stress help, and how exactly does it affect your testosterone production? Well, stress is not just a psychological feeling in your head, it is a biological emergency state. The exact moment your mind becomes chronically stressed, worried, anxious, your brain signals your adrenal glands to release a powerful hormone called cortisol, widely known as the stress hormone. How does cortisol affect your body? Think of cortisol and testosterone as mortal enemies on a biological seesaw. The more cortisol you have pumping through your veins, the lower your testosterone drops. They cannot both coexist at high levels. Now, don't misunderstand me, you still need some cortisol in your body. Cortisol is what naturally spikes in the morning to give you the energy to wake up and get out of bed. It's essential for survival. But in today's modern world, we are way more chronically stressed than humans used to be. We are constantly blasted with blue light, bad news, social media comparison, and dopamine loops. Your body thinks you are constantly being chased by a predator, so your cortisol stays through the roof and your testosterone plummets to zero. And you must find an aggressive way to lower it. And no, I don't mean going to a spa or sitting around doing nothing. Your lower stress is by fixing your life. First, get rid of the addictions you are owned by, whether it's scrolling, junk food, gaming, weed. If it controls you, it stresses your subconscious mind because you know you are failing yourself. Secondly, you need to make your life a bit more challenging than mediocre. And it sounds like a paradox, doesn't it? To lower stress, make life more challenging, yes, because a mediocre, comfortable life breeds internal anxiety. Because a mediocre, comfortable life breeds internal anxiety. You need to channel that mental stress into physical stress, like going to the gym, join a combat sport, boxing, kickboxing, When you are forcing your body to struggle against heavy iron or real opponent, your mind clears out all the trivial, useless anxiety of daily life. And after you change your habits and start conquering real physical challenges, you are going to feel significantly less stressed than you used to be. Your cortisol drops, the brake pedal is released, and your testosterone naturally climbs. The third step is to bring your vitamins and minerals back to a stable optimal level. If your body lacks the raw materials it needs to synthesize hormones, your testosterone production line completely shuts down. And there are 3 specific vitamins and minerals that you are absolutely must optimize for maximum testosterone secretion: vitamin D3, zinc, and magnesium. The great news is that you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on fancy branded testosterone boosters that don't work. You can literally walk into a local pharmacy and buy these individually for pretty cheap. Even better, you can get them directly from high quality whole foods, which is another massive reason why you need to restore your nutrition like we talked about in one step. And it's more recommended to eat food than just take it from supplements. If you load your diet with high quality red meat, raw milk, pumpkin seeds, oysters, and leafy greens, you are going to naturally flood your body with zinc and magnesium. And as for vitamin D3, it's even simpler. You don't even have to take a pill if you don't want to. You just have to step outside and get a little direct sun exposure on your skin every single day. But I already know what the modern world has programmed some of you to say. Some people are like,
But bro, my skin is way too vulnerable to the sun. I can't stay out there. I need a ton of sunscreen and UV protection cream just to walk outside.
bro, let me tell you something straight. Let's look at the history. Did we need synthetic sun cream or heavy medicaments for our skin 1,000 years ago? Think about it. 100 years ago, men worked outside in the fields all day long under the baking sun, bare-chested, building the world we live in today. There was virtually no skin cancer back then compared to the skyrocketing rates we see today. So stop blindly believing that what most modern, out-of-shape people tell you. 100 years ago, human beings lived a completely healthy, natural lifestyle compared to the toxic indoor sedentary lifestyle we have now. Your body evolved to absorb the sun. Get outside, get your sunlight, let your skin absorb the natural vitamin D3 and watch your hormonal health completely transform. The first step is to get your body composition in check. Like, you lower your body fat somewhere between 10 or 12% and get your ass to the gym, preferably to lift heavy weights. Let's break down why lifting weights is so incredibly vital for your hormonal profile. The exact moment you are lifting heavy iron and executing intense resistant training, something amazing happens at the cellular level. Inside your muscles, tiny microscopic tears and microfractures appear. The harder and more intensely you train your muscles, the more safely damaged those muscle fibers become. When you leave the gym and enter the recovery phase, your body recognizes that it needs to repair the damage immediately so you can handle the load next time. To do this, your endocrine system secretes a massive pulse of testosterone to accelerate the protein synthesis and recovery process. That is exactly why you feel that deep muscular fever, that soreness the next day or two after an intense workout. That soreness is the physical sign that your body is repairing, and testosterone is the main general leading that recovery army. But listen to me carefully here, because I need to give you a massive warning. I'm absolutely not saying that you should go to the complete other extreme. Do not start going to the gym like 4 hours a day, 6 or 7 times a week. I know the trap because I used to do this exactly the same thing. I used to go to the gym and try to smash a heavy bench press, followed by maximal deadlift, followed by heavy squats, all in one insane session, day after day. No. That is a massive mistake. Why? Because at some point, if you overtrain, your cortisol levels will skyrocket out of control. You will be placing way more physical stress on your body than it is biologically capable of recovering from. As we are established in step 2, high stress and high cortisol will completely crush your testosterone. Keep your workouts intense, heavy and limited to like 60 minutes to maximum 90 minutes of hard work. Stimulate, don't annihilate. Keep your body fat between 10 and 12% because excess body fat contains an enzyme called aromatase, which literally converts your precious testosterone into estrogen. Stay lean, lift heavy and get out. And now we have arrived at the 5th step. And look, I know this step is a little controversial. I know that many people watching this right now, especially the weak-minded individuals who browse mainstream forums, will completely disagree with what I'm about to say. And you know what? I honestly don't care if they disagree, because there are countless scientific studies and thousands of years of anecdotal real-world evidence based exactly on what I'm about to tell you. Step number 5 is the absolute abstinence from pornography and cheap artificial sexual interactions. There are well-documented studies showing that after just one single week of not masturbating or not watching pixelated adult content on a screen and retaining your masculine semen, your baseline testosterone can spike up to 400%. Let that number sink in. 400%. Believe me when I tell you this, because I have lived it. You are going to feel those exact effects pulsing through your entire life. It is not just a hidden number on a blood test. You will feel a prime primal drive of focus and an aggressive level of energy that is completely unmatched by anything else on this planet. No pre-workout supplement, no high dose coffee, absolutely nothing will ever compare to the raw level of life force energy and drive that you will naturally possess just by keeping your baseline energy intact. When you stop draining your dopamine and your hormones into a screen like a loser, you will literally just jump out of bed in the morning, the laziness disappear, and you will do everything you are supposed to do without hesitation. You will become so deeply naturally masculine that you will completely forget about all the nonsense, lazy things that used to distract you. Your training sessions in the gym will be better than they have ever been in your entire life. You will walk into that weight room feeling like you are completely ready to go to war, like becoming a weapon. And those were the 5 steps. No magic tricks, no shortcuts, no BS, just pure biology discipline and realigning yourself with how man is supposed to live. Apply these 5 steps ruthlessly, and I hope I could make your life at least 1% better. And yeah, see you next time.